Hi students, we are meeting back again for the last exercise in linear equation in two variables. Okay, I think now you will all be very thorough with substitution method, elimination method, cross multiplication method and all those things. And now they have given a totally different new exercise. Okay, in this they are asking us to make equations, or they have given equations which are very odd actually. We have seen fractions earlier, but in those exercises we have seen that the fraction, the x and the y were in the numerator, right? We had numbers in the denominator, but now in this exercise we see that the x and y are in the denominator. So we have to eliminate the x and y. How are we going to do that? Let us have a look about it. Okay. First, we can't do any sum if it is going to be x, y, if it is something like that. If an equation is having x, y as a product, then we can't solve it. We know that we can solve only when it is in addition or in a subtraction form. But when an x and y together are in the denominator, and if you have to eliminate it, we will be doing LCM only, right? So when we do an LCM, we will be forced to multiply x and y together in the denominator, and it will be carried out again as xy here in the right hand side. And we don't know to solve xy together as a product, like I said. So we have to eliminate x and y in the denominator. How do we do with that? For that, we are introducing a new variable called p and q, or any name. Here we usually use p and q. When x and y is not available, we usually use p and q. Okay. So we are introducing new variables p and q as 1 by x and 1 by y. In the place of 1 by x, I am using p. In the place of 1 by y, I use q. Okay. So when I am introducing those variables, only in the place of 1 by x. So this 2 is remaining back again. So this equation becomes p by 2, q by 3 is equal to 0. Okay, that becomes the first, is equal to 2 becomes the first equation. Then again I want to remove the 2 and 3. I find LCM. 2 and 3 are prime numbers. So I find LCM. LCM is 6. So I cross multiply 3p plus 2q is equal to this 2 3s are 6, goes up into the right hand side as 2 into 6 as 12. And so the equation becomes 3p plus 2q is equal to 12. This is the first equation. And when we consider the second equation, again it has got the same 1 by x and 1 by y in the denominator. I remove that and introduce p and q there. So when I introduce, the equation becomes p by 3 plus q by 2 is equal to 13 by 6. Again, here I have 3 and 2. I want to remove that. I find LCM, and LCM is 6. So I multiply 2p plus 3q by 6 is equal to 13 by 6. I take the 6 to the right hand side. 6 gets cancelled with the 6 below. And so the equation becomes 2p plus 3q is equal to 13. This becomes the second equation. Okay. Now we are going to use any method. Any method you can use. Elimination method. We maximum use elimination method. And this equation seems to be simple also. So I am continuing with elimination method. And I find that the 2q and 3q again. And the LCM is again 6 I can multiply. Here also 3p and 2p, again 6. So I multiply the first equation with 2, second equation with 3, and I get these products. And then when I simplify it, when I subtract it, I get minus 5q is equal to minus 15, and so q is equal to 3. And with this q value, I am substituting that in the second equation, and I get 3p plus 6 is equal to 12, and again I find p is equal to 2. Earlier we have substituted 1 by x is equal to p, and so I am equating that. Whatever I found p is equal to 2, no, I am equating it to 1 by x is equal to p is equal to 2, and so x value is equal to 1 by 2. 1 by x is equal to 2, so x is equal to 1 by 2, right? Then 1 by y is equal to q, and that is equal to 3, what we have found, and now I am equating it to y is equal to 1 by 3. Here, now again I want to tell you, in the denominator we are removing whatever is there, x term, xy term, or if it is x plus y, x minus y, such terms, whatever is there in the denominator, common for both the equations, that we can substitute it with p and q. Okay, now I think slightly you might be understanding what I am saying. We'll go to the second sum. When we do, by the end of the exercise, you will be well aware of this exercise and will understand it much better. Okay, now going to the second sum. In this second sum, we see that the denominator has got square root of x and square root of y. Okay, so I substitute 1 by square root of x as p, 1 by square root of y by 1 by square root of y as q. Okay, now when I substitute that, I get the equation. In the place of 1 by square root of x, I am using p. So the equation becomes 2p plus 3q is equal to 2. That becomes the first equation. Second equation is 4x minus 9y, 9p is equal to minus 1. That becomes the second equation. I multiplied the first equation with 2, and so the 4p, the p terms get cancelled, and so the remaining is minus 15q is equal to minus 5. So q's value is equal to 1 by 3. I am substituting that in the first equation and I get 2p plus 1 by 3, 3 into 1 by 3. So the 3 and 3 gets cancelled. So this 1 here plus 1 goes there as minus 1. 2p is equal to 1 and p is equal to 1 by 2. And earlier we have substituted 1 by square root of x is equal to p is equal to 1 by 2. So what does it mean? Square root of x is equal to 2. So x is equal to 4. Okay. The same way 1 by square root of y is equal to q and is equal to 1 by 3. Whatever we have found, it's equal to 1 by 3. So square root of y is equal to 3 and y is equal to 9. Okay. So with that, the second sum is over. The third sum, 4 by x plus 3y is equal to 14. Here in the sum, you see that the y, it is not in the denominator. Y is in the numerator. Only the x term is in the denominator. So I am introducing only one term, 1 by x. For that alone I am using p. The y, it stays like that itself. Okay. So here 1 by x is equal to p. So the equation becomes 4p plus 3y is equal to 14. 3x minus 4y is equal to 23. Then I am multiplying the first equation with 3 and it turns out to be this. The second equation with 4 and I am again cancelling the p term. The remaining is 25y is equal to minus 50 and so y is equal to minus 2. Substituting the value of y in the first equation, I get 4p. Substituting the value of y in first equation, I get 4p plus 3 into minus 2 is equal to 14. So 4p is equal to 20 and p is equal to 5. Again I have used 1 by x is equal to p. So for that alone I am substituting and I have y's value already. So I have x value is equal to 1 by 5. Okay. The fourth sum here, 5 by x minus 1 plus 1 by y minus 2 is equal to 2. Again I said if x minus 1 is there, I want to remove the whole of it. I am not going to introduce 1 by x is equal to p. I will introduce p is equal to 1 by x minus 1 and q is equal to 1 by y minus 2. Okay, I will make the equation simple. So the first equation becomes 5p plus q is equal to 2 and the second equation is 6p minus 3q is equal to 1. And usual elimination method I use and I find the value of p is equal to 1 by 3. When p is equal to 1 by 3, I am substituting that in the second equation and I get q is equal to 1 by 3 again. And I have used 1 by x minus 1 is equal to 1 by 3, right? So again I am substituting x minus 1 is equal to 3 and x is equal to 4. The same way 1 by y minus 2 is equal to q and that is equal to 1 by 3. And so y minus 2 is equal to 3, y is equal to 5. Whatever I have substituted here, I am equating it to the answer and I am finding the value of x and y. The fifth sum, this is slightly different. Here they have xy in the denominator. Okay. 7x minus 2y by xy is equal to 5 and 8x plus 7y by xy is equal to 15. Again, I am going to, you might blindly don't just write 1 by xy is equal to p, because 1 by xy, if I am using the whole equation, I can't split it again here, right? So we have to simplify it as much as possible. Xy is a common denominator for 7x and minus 2y, right? So I am making it as two denominators. See here, I made that equation, I split the denominator into two parts. When I split, I can cancel x and x here, y and y here. So the equation becomes 7 by y minus 2 by x is equal to 5. Now I am introducing 1 by x is equal to p and 1 by y is equal to q. So when I introduce, the equation becomes 7q minus 2p is equal to 5. That is the first equation. The same way I am going to split the second equation, given second equation also. 8x by xy plus 7y by xy is equal to 15. See? Then again I have crossed x here and y here. So 8 by y plus 7 by x is equal to 15. Now I get the again I get the equation. In the place of 1 by y I am using q and 1 by x I am using p. So when I have substitute those values, I get the equation 8q plus 7p is equal to 15. This becomes the second equation. Then again using elimination method, the first equation into 7 is equal to 49 minus 14p is equal to 35. The second equation into 2 is equal to 16q plus 14p is equal to 30. Both are plus and minus, right? So I can just strike it. I am adding both the equations. So when I add, it becomes 65q is equal to 65. So q is equal to 1 and I am substituting the value of q in the first equation and I get p's value is equal to minus 2. Again 1 by x, we have substituted 1 by x is equal to p. 1 by x is equal to p and that p is equal to 1 and 1 by y is equal to q and q's value is again is equal to 1. The sixth sum, see here, again I told this only will happen if we want to remove xy in the denominator. Suppose in the earlier sum xy was the denominator and if I am removing it, I am cross multiplying it, it will go to the right hand side I said, right? That is the sum here. The xy, if the last earlier sum it was here in the denominator, we separated into two terms, right? Here already it is there in the right hand side of the equation. I am bringing it down and so when I divide it, it becomes this. I am bringing this xy to all the terms. I am dividing the whole equation, dividing the equation with xy. So when I divide it, this x term gets cancelled, here in the y term gets cancelled and here both the xy term gets cancelled in the constant term. Okay. So I have the equation 6 by y plus 3 by x is equal to 6. Here in the second equation again 2 by y plus 4 by x is equal to 5. Here that is dividing, okay, dividing by xy, x by y, xy. Now in the place of 1 by x I am using p and in the place of 1 by y I am using q. The equation becomes 6q plus 3p is equal to 6, so first equation. 2q plus 4p is equal to 5, this becomes the second equation. The first equation I am keeping it like that. The second equation I am multiplying it with 3 and now by elimination method I am finding the value of p is equal to 1. When substituting it in first equation I get q's value is equal to 1 by 2 and now I am equating that q's value to 1 by y and so y is equal to 2 and x is equal to 1. Here the denominator you can see it has got x plus y and x minus y, right? So I am saying p is equal to, let p is equal to 1 by x plus y and q is equal to 1 by x minus y. So the equation becomes 10p plus 2q is equal to 4, that is the first equation, and 15p minus 5q is equal to minus 2 becomes the second equation. By elimination method again I continue, I multiply the first equation with 3, second equation with 2, and so the p terms get cancelled. So 16q is equal to 16q becomes 1, and I am substituting that q's value in the first equation, and I get p's value is equal to 1 by 5. Here first I considered p is equal to 1 by x plus 5, right? So x plus 5 is equal to 5. This becomes one more equation, and again q's value is 1. So 1 by x minus y is equal to 1. So x minus y is equal to 1 becomes the fourth equation. So we have two more equations, x plus y is equal to 5, x minus y is equal to 1. Again I am simplifying these two equations 3 and 4. I want to find x and y, right? So I am simplifying the third and the fourth equation using elimination method again. Y gets cancelled, only x is there, 2x is equal to 6, x is equal to 3, and I am substituting those value again. 3 plus y is equal to 5, so y is equal to 2. Okay, eighth sum. In this the denominator is 1 by x, 3x plus y plus 1 by 3x minus y. The same denominator is there with 2 and 2 again. Okay, so in the place of 1 by 3x plus y I am substituting the value p, and 1 by 3x minus y I am substituting the value q. So the equation becomes very simple. P plus q is equal to 3 by 4, and the second equation is p by 2 minus q by 2 is equal to minus 1 by 8. So denominator 2, easily both are common denominator, so I am taking it to the right hand side. So it becomes minus 2 by 8, and 2 and 8 gets cancelled, it becomes minus 1 by 4. So p minus q is equal to minus 1 by 4. Again the equations are very simple, p plus q and p minus q. So by elimination method when I use, I get 2p is equal to 2 by 4. So p is equal to 1 by 4, and I am substituting that value in the first equation, and so I get q's value is equal to 1 by 2. Okay. So first earlier we have considered p's value is equal to 1 plus 3x plus y is equal to p. So that I am equating it with 1 by 4. So 3x plus y is equal to 4. This is one of the equation, and 1 by 3x minus y is equal to q is equal to 1 by 2. So that is equal to 3x minus y is equal to, this becomes the third and the fourth equation. This is the third and this is the fourth equation. Now again I am using elimination method, and I remove this y term. I have this third equation here and the fourth equation here. I am using elimination method, and when I solve it I get 6x is equal to 6, and so x is equal to 1, and I substitute that again, and I have y is equal to 1. So I have found the value of x and y. Hi students, welcome to my channel. This is Maithili, your teacher. Let us meet again solving the problems in the quadratic equation, the second chapter of the quadratic equation. Okay. For the earlier chapters, you can just look at the link given below in the description box. Here in the second chapter, they have given us a set of quadratic equation and they have asked us to solve the equations. That is, they are asking to find the value of x. Okay. So if it is x square, it means that x is having two values. I told this earlier. So if it is x square, it means x has got two values. We are finding the two values of x in here. Now the first equation, given equation is x square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. Right. So x square. Now here you would have been doing these sums earlier, but I will explain it again. This last term, it's the product, okay, and this middle term is going to be the sum. So I want the product to be minus 10 and the sum to be minus 3. I have to find such numbers which will solve this. So minus 10, what does it mean? One number is a positive number, the other number is a negative number, and 5 into 2. When I consider 5 into 2, this is become minus 5 and plus 2. Only then when I add, it adds to plus minus 3, right? So minus 5 and plus 2, I am writing it as this minus 3 term can be written as minus 5x plus 2x, okay? And when I multiply minus 5 in plus 2, minus 10, so minus 10. So this makes this equation. If I add this again, it comes to minus 3x. So I am not disturbing the equation. I am just splitting the center term. The center term minus 3x, I am splitting it in that way. And this is how we do it. Okay. Then I consider first two terms. The common term here is x. I take it out. X minus 5. And the common term here is 2. 2 is common for both the terms. I take 2 outside. And I want the same thing is repeated again in just the bracket, and it happens to be the same thing, x minus 5. So I have two terms now. This is one term and this is one term. The common terms here are x minus 5. I take that out. The remaining is x plus 2. So what does it mean? This x minus 5 can be equal to 0 or x plus 2 can be equal to 0. When I equate it to 0, I find x value to be 5 and minus 2. This is how we solve a basic quadratic equation. Again, I will repeat, the last term will be the product of the two terms and the center term will be the sum of the two terms. We have to find such terms which satisfy the required equation. Okay. Then the second sum, 2x square plus x minus 6 is equal to 0. Here we see that x is having a number before, x square has got a number before. So this 2 will be multiplied to the product. 2 6 are 12. So I want a number minus 12, minus 6, so minus 12. Please take care about the plus and the minus signs. So minus 12, the product of the two numbers should be minus 12 and the sum of the two numbers is plus 1. I want such a number which satisfy this requirement. The product should be minus 12, the sum should be plus 1. And one number, what do we mean understand? One number is a plus number and one number is a minus number. When the product is negative, we can understand that one number is a positive number, the second number is a negative number. And this plus here shows that the higher number, the bigger number is going to be plus number and the smaller number is a minus number. And so those numbers are plus 4 and minus 3. When I multiply plus 4 and minus 3, I get minus 12. When I add this, I get plus 1, right? So I split the terms as plus 4x minus 3x and I write the remaining minus 6 here. Then the common terms for the first two is 2x. I take 2x outside. The remaining is x plus 2. And the common term for these two terms is minus 3. I take that outside. The remaining is x plus 2 again. The common term for both the terms is x plus 2. I take that out. Remaining is x minus 3. So x value is here as minus 2, and for here it is this plus, it becomes plus 3 by 2. So 3 by 2. Okay. This is how we solve a quadratic equation. Then the third sum here, square root of 2x square plus 7x plus 5 square root of 2 is equal to 0. So even though there is a square root, we need not bother. The product of the two numbers, square root and this number, will be 5 square root of 2 into square root of 2. So 5 into 2. 5 2s are 10. The product should be 10 and the sum of the two numbers should be 7. I have to find such number. All the numbers are positive numbers. So it is going to be easy. 5 2s are 10. 5 plus 2 is 7. So I am going to split the term, center term as 5x plus 2x, and the last term I am writing it like that itself. Now consider the first two terms. The common term here is only x. I am taking it out. Remaining is square root of x plus 5, and here the common term again is square root of 2. Here I have square root of 2 and here I have 2. It means square root of 2 into square root of 2 is 2, right? So I am taking square root of 2 outside. So when I take square root of 2 outside, here the remaining term is square root of 2x, multiply it, again 2x I get, this term I get. Okay, then the square root has gone out, so only 5 is there remaining. See, I have the same thing in the bracket, the brackets are the same. So I take the bracket outside, the remaining is x plus square root of 2. So x gets the value of minus 5 by square root of 2, or here minus square root of 2. So x has these two values. Then this fourth sum here, 2x square minus x plus 1 by 8. Okay, here I don't want 1 by 8 in the denominator, so I am taking it out whole. Okay, if I take that out, what happens is I have to multiply this whole thing with 8. Only then it comes as a common denominator outside, right? So this 2 multiplied with 8 is 16, 16x square. Then this x, it means it has 1x, right? So 1 into 8 is 8x, then plus 1. Only then this 8 becomes a common denominator, it has gone outside. Let it be outside like that. Then we are going to solve only the quadratic equation which is given inside the bracket now. So 16 into 1. So the product of the number should be 16 and the sum of the numbers is going to be minus 8. So what do we understand? Product is plus number. So both the numbers, when I split, both the numbers are going to be negative numbers. Minus 4 into minus 4. When I multiply, it becomes 16. When I sum it up, it becomes minus 8. So I split it as 16x square minus 4x plus 1. Okay. So again the common term here is 4x. I am taking it out. The remaining is 4x plus minus 1. Again in this also I am taking minus 1 outside, because here I have minus 4 1 here I have 4x minus 1. The same way I want 4x minus 1 here in the bracket. So I am taking minus outside. When I take minus outside, this term becomes plus and this term becomes minus. Only then I get the same thing in the bracket, right? So I am taking minus 1 outside. So I have two brackets, 4x minus 1, 4x minus 1. It means 4x minus 1 whole square, 1 by 8 is this. I leave it here. It is equal to 0. When I take it here, it becomes 8 into, right? This becomes 0 into 8. So again that value becomes 0. So x is equal to 1 by 4 and one more value is 1 by 4 again. 4x minus 1 is equal to 0. And when I equate it like that, x is equal to 1 by 4 and 1 by 4 again. The last sum here, 10x square minus 20x plus 1 is equal to 0. Here 1 and the 100 I have to multiply. So the product of the two numbers is going to be 100 and the sum of the two numbers is going to be minus 20. Again here it is plus. So what does it mean? Both the numbers are going to be negative numbers. Only then the sum will be minus number here, right? So both the numbers are minus numbers. When I add it, it becomes minus 20. When I multiply it becomes 100. So I can split it out easily. So 100x square minus 10x plus 1 is equal to 0. And the first two terms I take it out, 10x I take it out, 10x minus 1 minus 1 into 10x minus 1. And again I have the same thing like the others earlier sum. We have 10x is equal to 1, x is equal to 1 by 10. It has got two values. As it's square, it has got two values. Again, some students always they have a doubt, okay. Even while I was a kid, I had this doubt, okay. So no need to panic here. What will happen if when I'm splitting, can I write it as x square plus 2x minus 5x? Many students have got this doubt. Sure, I'll do the same sum with interchanging the places, okay. It was not going to make a difference, but I want you to be very thorough with it. So I want to do that sum again here. I'll do it again. X square minus 3x minus 10 is equal to 0. X square plus 2x minus 5x minus 10 is equal to 0. X is common term. X plus 2 minus 5, I take it out. X plus 2, x plus 2, x minus 5, x is equal to minus 2 and plus 5. The same sum, when I change the places, see, the same sum, I change the places, minus 5x plus 2, okay. Here I have changed the places, plus 2x minus, here I change the places, plus 2x minus 5x. When I change the places also, I solved it and I have got the same answer, okay. See, the same answer I have got. So even if you change the place, it's not going to make a difference. The answer is going to be the same. So you need not panic. What will happen if I change the place? Okay, even I had this doubt while I was a kid. So this is how, even if you change the place, the answer is not going to be different. Okay. The next sum. Solve the problems given in example 1 they have given. So go to the example 1. It's in the question is in the page number 71. Okay. Page number 71. The question is there. Two people, John and Jivanti, had 45 marbles. So let us consider John had x marbles. John and Jivanti together had 45 marbles. So let us consider John had x marble and Jivanti had 45 minus x marbles. Now when both lose 5, they lost 5 marbles each. So John lost 5 marbles. The total number of marbles he had is x minus 5 now. Jivanti also lost 5 marbles. So what the number of marbles she had is 40 minus x now. The product of the numbers is 124. When I multiply x minus 5 and 40 minus x, the product becomes 124. I multiplied here. First term x into the whole bracket 40 minus x minus 5 into the whole bracket 40 minus x is equal to 124. X I am bringing it inside. X into 40, 40x. X into minus x square. The next term minus 5 into 40 minus 200 minus into minus plus 5x is equal to 124. Then I am simplifying the equation. I want the x square term in the beginning. So x square, then comes 40 and 5, 45x and minus 200, and this 124 also comes here. So it becomes minus 124, and all the sums up together. I want to change the sign because x square, I don't want it to be minus. So I am changing the sign. X square minus 45x plus 324 is equal to 0. Now I am simplifying it again. The product of the two numbers is 324. The sum of the two numbers is minus 45. So it means both the numbers are going to be minus numbers, minus 36 and minus 9. Okay. This again you can do L division method. Usually when we do with L division method, we can arrive at the solutions. Okay. That is the easiest way to find. Okay. Then x, common term here is x. I am taking it outside. X minus 36. Minus 9 I am taking it outside. Minus 9 again x minus 36 I have. So the common bracket is x minus 36 and I am taking it out. So the remaining is x minus 9. So I can equate x is equal to 36 and 9. So one person had 36 marble and the other person had 9 marble. Okay. Then the second sum, a cottage industry produces. Then the second sum, the cottage industry produces certain number of toys in a day. We don't know how many toys, so we are considering it to be X. Let the number of toys produced in the day, let it be X. The cost of making one toy in rupees was found to be 55 minus the number of toys produced in the day. So 55 minus X, we don't know what's the cost, so we had it number of toys to be X. Cost of production of one toy is 55 minus X. The total cost of the production is equal to 750. So we have to multiply X into 55 minus X. When I multiply, I get this equation. Now I am forming the quadratic equation. This becomes the product of the two terms should be 750. The sum of the two terms should be minus 55. Okay. Then when I split, I get minus 25 and minus 30. Because product is plus, so both the numbers are minus, only then I can add it, sum it up as minus 55. So minus 25 and minus 30, and the common terms here is X, so X minus 25, here the common term is minus 30, only then I get the bracket as X minus 25. Then the common term for both these terms is X minus 25, I am taking it out, the remaining is X minus 30. So the values are X is equal to 25 or 30. So we can say the number of toys produced on the day can be 25 or 30. Okay.